Hello, everyone. Today we will take up a poem written by Matthew Arnold, and the poem is Dover Beach. Dover Beach is not simply a poem, in fact, it is the study of the mood of the age. People, in fact, in Victorian era, were not at all happy. In fact, they were pessimistic, they were sad. They all were lamenting about the fact that their religion has been interrogated, that their Bible has been interrogated, that the things which has been written in the book of Genesis has been interrogated. In a way, we find some amount of impact of the text, The Origin of Species, which was published in 1859 by Darwin, in whatever has been written in Dover Beach. Now, Dover Beach is a beach on the British side, and the opposite beach from Dover is Calais in France. And in between Calais and Dover, there is a distance of 34 kilometers. English Channel is there between Calais and Dover. The poet and his wife, or beloved, perhaps has come on Dover Beach, and henceforth this poem has been written. The poem is like this: The sea is calm tonight, the tide is full, the moon lies fair upon the street. The poet is describing the scenic situation, scenic beauty of the Dover Beach. The moon is above the sky, there is a moonlit night, and the sea is calm. There is no much disturbances, there is no much upheavals, there is utmost calmness. On the French coast, the light gleams and is gone. There is a lighthouse on the French coast from where the light emanates. We all know that the purpose of lighthouses are to show the path of the ship who in ancient past used to be lost because of storms. So from that lighthouse, a light is emanating, means the light is flickering. So the poet says, on the French coast the light is gleams and is gone. The cliff of England stands. Perhaps on the beach of the Dover there are cliffs. An author says the cliff is very much there, and that is stand in a very tall manner. Glimmering and vast, out on a tranquil bay. Come to the window, sweet is the night air. Only from the long line of spray where the sea meets the moon blanch land, author invites his wife, his beloved, to witness the beauty of the situation, since there is a moonlit night and the entire landscape is blanched with moonlight. The poet invites his wife to witness this romantic beauty of the night. Then he urges, listen, you hear the grating roar of pebbles which the waves draw back and fling. Now, author invites the attention of his beloved to the fact that from the sea the waves are coming, they are hitting on the cliff, and then they once again withdrawing back to the sea. And while doing this, they also inflings some pebbles, some stones on the cliff. So author says, listen, you hear the grating roar of pebbles which the waves draw back and fling, and there return up the high strand, begin and cease and then begin. Now, in a way, the author wanted to make his beloved understand that watching the scene like this for some amount of time might be romantic in nature, but when you will witness the same monotonous situation again and again for a considerable amount of time, this will make you unhappy. This will make you very serious and somber and sad. Why? Because you will immediately be reminded of the eternal movement of the sea waves and the ephemerality of your life, the short-livedness of your life. An author further adds, with tremulous cadence slow and bring the eternal note of sadness in. The moment you will compare your life with the non-ending movement of the sea waves, immediately a note of sadness will creeps into your mind. This will remind you about your short-livedness, about your temporariness, and about the permanence of the movement of the sea waves. Further, author says, Sophocles long ago heard it on Aegean, and it brought into his mind the turbid ebb and flow of human misery. Sophocles, a dramatist of Greek era, author says that he is a dramatist who has incorporated sadness and human misery into his drama. Author says that perhaps the serious mood of his, the magnitude in which he has treated human misery in his drama, perhaps he has been inspired from the very same movement of the sea waves from the Aegean Sea. So in a way, author says that the mood of despondency is being in fact responsible for because of the movement of the sea. We find also in the sound a thought, hearing it by the distant northern sea. Author says that if you will stand on the Dover beach and if you will start looking at the movement of the sea waves, the sense of despondency, the sense of misery, the sense of ephemerality will creeps into your mind, and this will make you unhappy. Then author says, the sea of faith we once too at the full and round the earth share lay like the folds of the bright gold furled, but now I only hear its melancholy long withdrawing roar. Author says that there was a time when human beings were beaming with confidence, with optimism throughout the world. But unfortunately, right now, we all are unhappy. Some amount of pessimism is there within us. And this is responsible for the loss of faith. Of the night wind, down the vast ages drear and naked singles of the world. And thereafter he urges his wife that, ah love, let us be true to one another. For the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new. Now this is true. He urges his wife that everything is ephemeral, everything is temporal. The world which seems to us, which appears to us beautiful, vivid, new, unfortunately, there is nothing new in this world. There is no beauty at all. Means the more you will come closer to life, the more you will embrace life, the more you will witness life, the more you will understand the gravity of the situation, that this world is not full of happiness, this world is not worth living. So on one hand, he says that the world seems to us as a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. Now this is the world where there is no certainty. This is the world where there is absolutely no peace. Even though we have had huge amount of wealth, but perhaps we lack peace within us. And there is no pain in order to help others. Means there was a time when the feeling of neighborhood was very much there in our mind and heart, but unfortunately that is lost somewhere. and we do not harbor pain for our neighbors, pain for our friends anymore. Here, and we are here on a darkling plain swept with confused alarms of struggle and fight, where ignorant armies clash by night. Author says that in this world of ours, we are just like ignorant army. Ignorant army means perhaps army do not understand with whom they are fighting and what is the purpose of their fight. We are just fighting against one another without understanding as to why we are fighting and what shall be achieved, means what is our objective which we will attain after our fight. So the pity of the situation is we are stressed, we are in a state of anarchy, we are in a state of chaos. Unfortunately, we do not understand as to how this anarchy and chaos will come to an end, how finally we'll become happy. Now, this is how the author has narrated the situation of contemporary era, where the human being perhaps do not understand the objective, the motive of their life. Thank you.